Anyway, I'm ready now. Let's do it.
All right, back
All
as
right.
well.
Okay, right on time. So on the south corner of the map, we have Shake playing Malta here. And on the top side, we've got Passi playing the Germans. This is a very, very nice map. I don't know if you guys know, it's Minas Gerais. It's a state in Brazil, it just means general mines, which is because we have all these mines of the 5,000 coin mines on the right side of the map, and hence the name Minas Gerais, which is really, really nice since I'm a Brazilian myself. We have also with me here Mr. Crabgut as a co-caster for the series between Shake and Passi.
And so we also see Germany versus Malta. I personally think this is a Malta favored matchup. I
You
think
think so?
Germany can have a hard time. A lot of buildings, not really a high siege civ other than DOPS, in my opinion. I think the gold mines can be very helpful though for Passi here. It's going to be very good for the settler wagons.
And not to forget, like the only thing that going on for both of these guys, like there are just little passages to. So there's a lot of choke points on this map, and so they're actually to have access to this is like you're gonna have to fight on these little passages here, which I think also favors the sort of late Germany, in the sense that she'll be. I think if you sort of block these passages, you'll be able to sort of reach these coin mines here. But at the same time, the late game does also favors Malta, does it not?
Malta, I don't think really struggles too much. I think it's pretty efficient with its resources. It's got very strong units, a lot of good shipments.
Yeah, and also the covering fights, the longer the game goes, Malta
Yeah,
tend
the
to
longer the game
scale.
goes, the better for Malta. Absolutely. But
Yeah.
I do see right off the bat we have Jesuit natives on the left over here, which gives 20% building HP. That's really handy for Malta. 15% faster build training, and then you have 10% bonus to all gunpowder. Pretty good considering Sentinels were
Right.
just buffed. And then it also buffs artillery by 5%.
So
So
this is the
fixed
same
on
we had for the last map. We had the same one, right?
Yes,
This.
Jesuit was also on the first map of the first round. It was Malaysia. They have the Conquistadors, a recently buffed native. I'm curious about the second native though. I know that there's a second native on the right over
Oh
there.
yeah, I'll show you. That one, the 2P.
Yes, the Tupi. That's a great native as well.
A little bit of history. 2P is actually one of the Brazilian natives, which is a tribe called 2P. It's a very Amazon thing. Everybody knows 2P in Brazil. Actually, never actually, I've never seen a 2P settlement. Actually, the first time I actually thought about it, but it's you do get the 2P Blackwood Archer, and you can do some tigers or whatever the cougars. Cougars, yeah.
Yeah, it buffs all archers. I think that's one of the best upgrades. That's definitely going to be handy considering Malta has some of the best crossbows in the game. Also, and then if you look to the right, the building cost minus 20% is very strong. So going to be able to get those commanderies out faster, outpost fixed guns, all of that good stuff.
Oh, really? You said the
Yes.
Ipanema and Copacabana are 2P names, Nick just said.
So obviously Shake
this
did his homework here.
Basically, these are Ipanema and Copacabana are just like neighborhoods in Rio de Janeiro. There, some that's interesting. Yeah, the thing is, I always thought that these upgrades for the arrows would only apply for the native settlement themselves, but it actually apply for even your own, their own archers, which is something that I'm learning recently with all this trade post stuff. There's so many of them. Actually, I think yesterday we went through. Shake was explaining one by one with me.
Oh wait, we see here Shake is stealing this treasure.
Ooh la la!
What is this treasure though that he's taking? Okay, 80
coin.
coin. Perfect. That's going to be helping him.
All right, do you want to talk about his deck?
Sure. We can take a look at the decks here. Okay, pretty standard deck by Passi. I like that he has Silversmith. Looks like pretty standard. It shows that he could play either H2 or H3, but we'll wait to see exactly what he decides to do. I don't see any military buildings down. They are H2. It looks like he
It could be
took the
playing H2,
TP
no?
during transition, which is standard. Many shipments in H2. So he does have the potential to play, but we don't see a military building. We see a house going down. He gathered that 400 wood from the age up. Let's take a look back at Shake here. We
Right.
want to see what he's doing. It looks like he is already hurting his middle hunt here. Commandery wagon coming out, now sending Wignacourt. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm blank there for
Yeah,
a
yeah,
sec.
yeah.
Okay, we do see a forward base, double racks, and a commandery to support. That's going to be great.
Very
Shake's ego is
forward.
going to be very strong here. He's going to be able to mass a lot. I think Passi must have anticipated this, but I mean, let's look back at Passi. We do see an explorer going down. That is going to go down from the 2 Ulan. Shake realizing that, Passi tried to get the treasure guardians to take him down, but it didn't work out. Shake getting really lucky there. That's fortunate. XP in his pocket.
And we know also that this is the blind pick, so these players did not know what their opponents were going to be played here. So that's going to be interesting to see as well. So
It's interesting to see Passi's perspective here because he can't even see the forward base. All he actually sees is the commandery. So he might be unaware that Shake's doing a forward rush. He just probably thinks that Shake's securing a forward hunt. If we take a look back at Passi now, we still don't see any military building, leaving him very vulnerable. He is just going for that naked FF here.
right, so there you go. Got a caught out on a villager here, but here comes the 4 sentinels, and to repel those 2 cav raid back to
Passi
safety
wants to
here.
be very efficient here. He knows he doesn't have a military building. He's only going to be able to get in 2 shipments, so maximum 4 Ulans to raid with. So he doesn't want to lose any. He definitely wants to be able to use them to scout and keep on top of what his opponent's doing. He knows now, seeing that Sentinels came out at him and it being 4, that there has to be a military building there. Some sort of racks that he's not aware of,
Yeah, he's not
but now he
aware.
knows about.
Right, he knows that there is definitely a hospital over there. And he knows, okay, there you go. There's a barracks being dropped
Okay,
by
that rack
Passi.
is forward. I don't like this placement only because
It's
I
quite
think that
late.
that's awfully risky and hard to protect. It's very far away from the TC, so you're not going to be able to get any TC fire. We see all 4 Ulans from the shipments there just sitting. A villager's going to go down. He doesn't even realize it. Not much hurting going on here, but we do see a Rax. I'm expecting Skirm and War Wagon if I were him. I think he could be raiding and keeping on a little bit more busy. I also would like to say it's good to see him taking treasures, but Shake has had control in line of sight of these native TPs the entire time, giving him just a really good like vision on the map,
I see.
keeping an eye on his opponent. He's basically got Passy contained. He knows that this timing FF is here, and that there's going to be big shipments coming. He can kind of expect what's going to be on the way. And it would be interesting. Can we see his point of view here? I just want to see. Okay, we see Sentinel. So Shake enjoying his Musk Huss with any Civ that has the ability to.
Yeah, the thing is, I would like to see a little bit more of the Passi's raid capacity here. I know that Malta is quite vulnerable in the beginning of the. Because like when you see, like, I don't know if you saw it has a commandery, and then when you see a commandery, you definitely want to push them and raid because you don't want them. Cause they will be farming for the settler wagons, and then actually cav raids are very good at the beginning. Here comes some hussars from Shake, and actually repelling the units away. I think
Well, I
they're
would
not
have
gonna.
to say, I think Passy did the right thing with aging. I do not think that there's really any window for Germany to win against Malta in H2. I don't think that there's many civs that can handle going a long H2 game against Malta. I just think that their eco really starts to snowball. Great overall units all around, cheap, depending on what comp you want to go. I feel like Germany's going to have a really hard time here.
We do have a lot of musketeers here from Shake. The archers are
Go with Passy's
being
point of
caught
view.
up here with the Uhlans on the right side though. So
He
here
sees
goes the
about
whole
a couple crossbow, only 5 though, but unfortunately there's also 5 sentinel. I don't think he's getting great value here.
We're losing a lot
Passy's
of villagers
forced
from
to back
Passi
off.
here. Passi with 21 villagers against 31 from Shake, and you have to understand also Shake has the settler wagons as well, so it kind of evens out. So you can actually say that Shake right now has 10 villagers advantage here.
Yeah, Shake backing off. He's probably thinking that he's gonna have to get ready. There was a big skirm shipment. He's got no cuss to counter. There it is. We see a batch. He's getting ready.
Is he
He's
shipping
gonna go
90
back on the
lens?
offensive
He's
here.
shipping 90 lens. That's going to be very good for Passi here. There we go. That's going to be able to defend his skirmishers, and they're the five hussars here. Not going to be able to sustain this fight. I think Shake
Give us the
has.
click on those Ulan. I'm not even sure if they're veteran. That is my only concern here.
Oh, they are.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that is a good. Shake did the right thing. He has to come back. He only has musketeers and hussars.
Okay.
The bows are going forward here. I don't know if he actually seeing this. Notices
Probably
and
just a
put them back.
military point. He probably doesn't even know. That being said, he just caught on right before it was too late. Can we take a look? It looks like Passi just ran out of coin on his second coin mine. So this means he's already putting himself in a very vulnerable position. If Shake just catches on to this, he could get a huge raid on that third coin mine there. All of the settler wagons right there.
About 10 minutes, Germany is able to completely exhaust two mines. Impressive. But here we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna push
And
it, a
figure
big push here for
that
Mr.
he
Passi.
shipped most of his units. That's quite incredible, actually. Very hungry set for coin. Okay, Passi shipping the war wagon. That's actually really good. I like to see that. I definitely feel like there's still potential for Germany to win here. I think that I would like to see Jaegers in the next shipment from Germany here. We see Shake shipping 1,000 coin. He must be, I mean, excuse me, 700 coin. He's probably trying to age. We see him floating a little bit of resource. He doesn't want to fight. He just wants to sit right here. Passi's not very confident. He does get a raid, picking up one Vil from what we could see.
Right.
Keeping pressure. This is exactly what Passi wants to do here. I think he wants to put a little bit more pressure on than just these raids, but I think he's a little bit worried to overcommit here. He doesn't want to lose this mass. He knows that if he takes one bad fight that this game's over here. Getting a couple more war wagon out now.
He's gonna
Sending
take the
Ulan
visibility.
also to
Look,
the right.
he's passing through, but doesn't take the visibility from
He's not taking the line of sight, so he's still leaving himself vulnerable. Shake probably sees this coming now.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna see how he reacts.
There's
He's
a lot of war
already there.
wagons here, a lot of hussars, a lot of skirms. He's becoming like a very, very dangerous mass from Passi here, though.
War wagon coming out. I think they're very good, especially versus Sentinel.
Keeping Shake on its feet with the raids on the back. Here come the war wagons. Those crossbows.
To Shake's point of view, I just want to see if he's aging up because we see him backing off. We don't want to see any Vils dying. Passi accidentally throwing away a war wagon there. Skirm probably need to be in the front here. I see a little bit too much drag boxing. Maybe the raids are tiring out some APM.
Oh, the problem here is that
nice. We see a little
we might lose 5 villagers right now.
Those Ulan are definitely going to clean up the husk there with the war wagon.
Oh my gosh, the war wagons are coming and the other villagers.
Okay, we see a pull here. All of the settler wagons getting pulled, or they're just walking to the coin mine.
They're going for the coin mine, but Shake is committing to this. There are also hussars on the top. There's a lot of war wagons here. The hussars gonna just be melted. We have also some skirms on the back line.
This is good. I think the husks are gonna get melted, but they're gonna do their job. They're gonna snare. This is what we need.
Yeah, that's just
we need to be able to connect so that way the musketeer can do some damage.
A big raid coming from Animus. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
The husks really not getting as much value as you would hope, considering they got the snare. So Shake's gonna back off now. He's almost age 3. He knows he's got to be smart here. He's gonna get that eco back out. A little too batch, little big hype there.
There we go. So we have a massive mass of war wagons here, amounting to 10 and 9 skirmishers for Passi here. Passi is already going for the gold mines. So Minas Gerais here, not really taking care of the line of sight, but either way, is going for it. Building a house here for a little bit of protection in pathing issues for the opponent that wants to raid on that side. Again,
we do
not
see
taking the line of sight most again. Here we go.
Jaeger's just popping. He's ready to go. He's ready to fight. He's got the Jaegers, a big massive war wagon. There's not much that are gonna stop him right now.
Oh, this is gonna be really,
we do
really
see a fixed gun coming from Shake. He knows he's got to get the spot way more defensive. He knows something big's coming.
He also needs to build more hospitals right now because those hospitals right on the frontal line, they're gonna go down here. There's no time to defend that. So we need to be
He needs to
preemptively.
push in right now with these 4 wagons and not just sit here and siege. We need to like poke with these skirm and keep pressure. This is the time. You cannot just afford to sit here and siege with this. You need to push up. Also, you need to be
Master.
careful of 5 hus popping out. Fix gun here. Passi needs to get out of here right now. He knows this. He's going to finish off this siege and he's going to bounce.
Nice. Yes, the crab calling the shots. Passi does go away. Actually, I think he's just trying to get away from the fixed gun and just actually eating on the corners, taking an extra house here.
Yes, he's not going to completely retreat. He just wants to get away from the fixed gun. He's going to siege a house, just do a little bit of damage. He doesn't want to just rush in. He's very nervous right now. He doesn't want to throw this away. Another fixed gun we see Shake throwing down. Shake's just sitting very passively, not really taking too much damage, only 100 wood loss.
That's
Passi's
funny.
going to back off.
Shake is being passively and passively being very actively. Here we go. How many-
Passi's already frustrated with the mobile cannon fortress. He's shipping 1,000 wood, so we can expect either an artillery foundry or multiple TCs. That's at least my guess.
Did he ship
Maybe
1,000 wood?
some
Oh, there we
veteran
go.
upgrades if he hasn't already. Vil count's looking good for Passi. Dare I say it's actually better just because he has more settler wagon than Malta.
He finally took the
see
line
it.
of sight now. Shake he won't only just because of that he lost a cav there or whatever that unit was. Yeah, it was a hussar.
Oh, here we go. Big raid, preventing Shake, settler wagons, off the gold mine. No more coin for Shake now. Completely denied. Losing 1 settler wagon there, so 2 Vils equivalent.
Here comes the
Passi's
shot
on-
and take a
The
wagon
fixed
off.
gun's on the way to save the day.
And off he goes, moving around, taking cover.
Both
But
players
he's
are
he's I think he's chilling as Passi right now because if you look at the score, he has all the coin, so he can do mercenaries, he can do whatever he wants with all that coin. And I think after he start getting like a lot of artillery here, it's gonna be really hard to Shake to defend. However, what do you think Shake should be doing here right now, Crab?
I think he's doing fine. I think he just needs to eco. He needs to keep massing. We do see Germany going H4. I can only expect 2 heavy guns and just H4 upgrades being great. You could see factories playing a huge role here. Coins obviously running through rampant. I think
Right.
it's a blunder by Shake for not having taken the 2P there for the 20% construction cost cheaper for buildings. That does affect fixed guns as well.
Right.
It does buff archers. I believe it's at least 10%. It could be 15. And then, not to mention, you also have the Jesuits on the left. I would have liked to seen him making Vils at least 15% faster. 20% building HP. That's incredible for commandery fixed guns. Like, there's just things that complement this. Could have brought this together a little bit better.
Right. Would be
I
able to
think
survive all Passi's push though if he hasn't seen
that's
the
all
army
he has
though.
to do. Shake knows this. He knows all he has to do is survive this push here, and he is in good hands. He knows that he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do anything else.
Right.
That's why you see him building the fixed gun on the right. He's trying to secure those gold mines, the 3 of them on there.
That's very clever here. I like this from Shake. We have as well. So
It's
I have
also
a couple
denying.
mines here. We have a second sorry mines hunts. But only a couple few capybaras here, and then the only hunt I think he should be hurting right now is that one. And I think he's gonna hurt all over Malta when he actually doesn't have that food income anymore. And then he's gonna get stuck into H3.
Yeah, I don't think Shake is going to be able to age. It looks like he's interested in it. He sees Passi just aged. It really comes down to if Passi pushes or not, because I see Shake floating here. He's definitely got his eyes on age 4. He thinks he's got to get age 4 just
Hello,
for the
Crispy.
upgrades. He's figuring why not. He's denying gold mines right here, though. If Passi doesn't have any answer here, he can't really gather any more coin once that gold mine's out. That fixed gun's going to poke. It's going to damage everything. We see Passi pushing up. It's Falconets.
Ooh.
Probably not the best answer here. Oh, man. Skirm going down. Shake focusing the Skirm here. The Jaeger. Now he's focused the artillery. It looks like, yep. Which is just going to do AoE damage
he has
here.
to go back. He
Heavy
needs
cannons
coverings.
coming in. This is huge.
Yes.
Fixed gun is down. Passi's on the attack now. This is good for him. Shake needs to back up. Can we take a look at Shake one more time? I just need to see resource here. It looks like he's getting raided. This is big raids here. It looks like Passi's game at this moment.
We are aging though.
Shake is aging up.
He can't take this fight right now. He just can't. He needs to let
Minutemen
these
called.
buildings...
Fix guns protecting him.
Yeah, these buildings have to go down. He can't defend this. If he takes
Shake
the fight
is
now, he
trying
will
so
lose.
desperately to buy himself time right now. He knows he's just trying to poke any damage he can. He's got a good amount of resource flow. I would like to see an artillery foundry drop down by him with some
Yes, we need the
coals.
coverings as soon as possible to defend our fixed guns here.
Shake's full coin eco on the right side. Very vulnerable. Passi has no idea. He doesn't see it. Shake getting lucky right now with this. He is buying time. He does need to pull those vills away. This could potentially pull into line of sight. It looks like Passi does.
He does not. He does not see it.
Oh, wow. This is incredible. The GG raid is just right out of sight.
Yeah, the thing is, if you see the mini-map right now, Passi is all over the place. Actually, he preemptively
There's
pulled
the
those...
coin mine. Those are the vills on the coin mine. He pulled them. Shake got very nervous here.
Them.
He only manages to lose a few.
Yeah. There we go. You 8H4. We got the 2 Falcon
Shake is out of gold, but I think that this is a blessing. If he had the natives here, I think he could get the bow upgrade and just make crossbow way more efficiently. I think that they do amazing versus War Wagon for obvious reason.
It is bad.
And trade cost efficient for Skirm. A big fight here. Sentinel's just getting deleted. Way too much artillery right now from Passi. It looks like we're going to get a multi-kill on the artillery, though, with the fixed gun.
We have
two Falcons going down.
Solely reliant now on
potentially a horse cannon also will go down.
The problem is economic-wise now. Germany will also scale. We are already past. We had at some point Shake on the top lead of the villager count. However, now you have Germany going up on the score-wise. It's like 45 villagers for Germany, while Shake is on 38, mainly on wood right now. So a heart of sea of trouble here, and he calls the GG, and we have our first game, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so our first game goes to Passi. I think that it's a pretty close matchup, but I do have Malta a little bit favored. I think that if the Shake took advantage of the natives here, he could have definitely you know, greased the wheels a little bit here. I would have also liked to seen him give up on the aggression on the coin up there and switch to bows. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, I think that was very well played by Passi. I think that Shake had a good idea. You know, so both players very well played, I guess. I'm very impressed, to say the least. I think that Passi did what he needed to do with the Ulan. He was busy with them doing raids.
So you got 4 whales here, a couple of fish, but not much water, right?
Yeah, not too much water. A couple islands. Pretty good map.
TP line in the middle. We do have, like you were talking about the natives here. Let's have a look one more time. We have the Huron settlement, which gives the Huron mantlet. Short range siege unit. Are those guys with the shields?
Those are the Huron mantlets. Basically, they've got a tech that gives you more wood crates as time goes on, increased build limit, and then also there's upgrades for just the boats to gather coin.
Right.
I believe it's 30%. It's 15. Okay, there you go.
15 it is.
I think that they're underused, but realistically, their best tech is just to get the increased coin gather off of the whales. I think that that's why most people sleep on them. I personally don't use them too much. I like the Cree if I'm getting...
Give me a second. I'm also streaming on Discord now if you want to actually get a little bit more a faster read.
Yeah, then the delay is a little bit less. Perfect.
Yes. Sorry for that. Didn't know I wasn't. And you also have the Huron settlement on both of the sides, so I'm about on the top.
Basically it's a mirror image. It's symmetric. Everything is just exactly a mirror image on both sides. You do see a couple of sheep on this map.
Right. But that's how it should be. I think it's having mirror settlements is nice. So you do have the Cree settlement. We have this Cree settlement on the previous maps as well. that we played for the round of 16. We got here our Courier the Boy and our Crit Tracker, some upgrades here to reduce the cost and construction of all buildings, enable Cree units to be recruited much faster, and skillful Cree leather working lets you better protect your soldiers. All infantry and cavalry hit points increase. Oh, actually a Cavi.
Yeah, it is not bad. It's a 5% buff for basically across the board.
Right.
We do see Passi opening up a TP, so that, in my opinion, pretty much cancels out the whole water idea. It looks like we could potentially see him taking a 3 TP stagecoach here. I'd like to think. We know for sure he's going to have 2. He built one in H1. He's going to ship GMT. He's going to get another wagon for free. He's going to get 2.
Shake is stealing the trash of 100 wood from Passi. Not paying attention, not being very close to the treasure at the time of capture.
Picking up 100 wood.
That's huge for Shake here.
It doesn't look like I'm right. It looks like Passi went distributivism, which is interesting. That's really not your typical build. We don't really see that too much when we see people play Brit. Not that there's many people on streaming at the moment and broadcasting builds.
Right.
But so something different.
Shake here. We know Shake is Sweden main, or at least it was for a long time. He's trying out other routes, but here we have the 3 villager shipments already sent for Shake. Now we are aging up with I think if not mistaken, he aged up with the tower, which is the governor, get the 200 coin, and most of his villagers on wood, getting all the torp that he can get in the map, getting also some sheep, which is nice. And let's just look. I want to see how much they have, what they know about the map here. Now the treasure for Shake off 135 XP. That's huge.
So Passi is losing 100 wood and 135 XP. That's massive. That's going to be helping Sweden quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree. So we've got villages on the
Shake
top.
Quite a good tempo here. He's already got his Ville ready. Around the top gold mine. And we see Passi building a manor. He might be going for an FB. That's my assumption. Shake pulling out of there. He doesn't want to lose this Ville. Got his torp. He's going to get vision there. He's going to try to herd this hunt away. He's really not too worried.
He's denying himself his home mine with the barracks next to it. I like that the Passi is actually trying to deny the finally with the. Actually, this is outpost from Shake. I thought that was the manor house that he was actually building to deny.
We see Shake welcoming this aggression and meeting it. Sitting on a nice
very late barracks here. I don't know about this.
I think this is a bad call, but I think Passi knows it's just not good right now. The outpost is walking away. They're both putting an outpost right on top of each other's racks. The thing is that Passi's racks is going to be built later. Batches are going to come out later. Shake is going to probably have a better eco. We know that's.
And we see the leather cannons being shipped. Well, that's going to be huge for Shake. The leather cannons early on is quite a lot of damage.
Explorer's going to go down, giving Shake even more experience. Passi's not going to have any vision. He's not going to be able to scout anything right now.
And he does not have a shipment either, so he's not going to be able to actually have any pop on the outpost that early. And therefore, Shake, I think, is going to have a massive lead here with the leather cannons. And we already have 5 Carolinas in the field.
Yeah, I'm really happy Shake's being passive here. I like that he pulled those Carolian back. He doesn't want to just throw them right on top of the outpost or anything like that. He knows that Musketeer or something could be coming out. We see Passi going longbow. I really think the incorrect answer here. You should not be going longbow here.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too vulnerable. Then if you would go longbow, maybe after you saw the barracks from Shake here, I probably would have this barracks a little bit back. So
please share Passi's point of view. I just need to see. Okay, we see him shipping longbow, so he's just queuing some musketeer. I think that's probably more on track to the right decision there. Shake getting more Carolean out, just sieging down the outpost as the rest of his units take advantage of killing the forward base. Passi's kind of screwed here. I don't even know if these 6 longbow are going to have top out of the outpost. It doesn't even matter. He's protecting these leather cannons, and the Caro can just big boat and right on top.
What happened with the musketeer? He had a batch, and then it seemed like he was cancelled.
It got canceled. He built a new racks in the back of his base.
Oh, that's clever. That's
better. Get that batch out.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Longbow popping out of his TC, obviously. Shake now having complete dominance of this entire map. This game is basically his. Passi's backpedaling now. Not
Right.
what you want to be doing as Brit. As Brit, you want to be putting pressure on Sweden. You want to be trying to corpse. I think that is a definite blunder by Passi here. We see Sweden now taking a score advantage. This game's pretty much already over.
Just a slightly slower age up from Passi, losing that momentum and allowing Shake to have the forward bases just slightly before him, give him a little bit of edge, allowing him to take map control, and also taking the trade post from the Brits. And the Brits now, what do you think he should be doing, or
Well, I see
does he
him
go?
shipping bills. He really probably doesn't have too many options. Like the thought that 600 wood be better in my
Could have
personal
six
opinion.
Musketeers.
Well, I personally think 600 wood's better. I don't think that Brit should struggle to get 5 batches out. But also, I think Shake made a mistake here, not just having 5 Karelians go siege that trade post and push with the rest of his army. I think he could be keeping a lot more pressure. I think he's being a little passive here for no reason.
Right.
But I do think that Passi is in trouble right now. He's basically just stuck on whatever hunts were basically handed to him from the start. He's already eaten 2 of his hunts, basically. And there is his 3rd hunt of moose on the top.
My mouse got stuck. So yeah, that's
But
the only thing gonna have, because that
that's
one
all
he's
he's
not
going to
hurting.
have. He's not going to be able to secure or push out right now.
He
Unless
does
he
not.
goes
He does
3,
not
there's
know.
really no window.
He does not know the only hunt that's available to him. He's just like off for a little bit. He didn't scout on the side, and allowing him to shake also to have the visibility once again. That is kind of huge.
Yeah, this is great that Shake has taken advantage of that. Seems to really be making a point of this, that he wants to have line of sight. He's going to scout, he's pass, get the flag on those natives and take advantage of just natural things. We see Passi making more longbow. He's just completely outmatched here. Shake pushing.
I mean,
Shake
actually,
on 170 pop. 25 vills right now. Brit being on 42 with 180 pop. It's pretty much
and here comes the
very
Kree.
close game. We see the Kree coming out now. He figures, why not? I could just make Courier boy. Add a little eco. He's got more leather cannons coming out right now.
Got the Foundry as well. There it
So
is.
he's pretty much ready to push. He's sending Dominions. He's like, I feel good about this. 4 cannons. Why I can push.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Passi's chopping a lot.
To anyone. So yeah, I think he's macroing for bows here. That I don't think he has an
Of
option.
course, I do think that he's over gathering a little bit. Shake needs to push up a little bit right here, I think. Being a little passive. He's a little bit worried. He's being cautious of these bow right now. Not really sure if he could just big button in or not. He doesn't want to risk it and throw a game that he knows that he's pretty much in a winning position in.
Okay. Because he doesn't know. The opponent has a lot of cav. Starting auto is snaring. Could be. It can go ugly. You don't know what your opponent has. I would like to say. I would like to see maybe like sending one Carolean forward. So here comes the bows. Now Shake's seeing that.
Shake sees exactly how many longbow there are. He's not scared anymore. He's probably gonna go. He's actually backing off. He's waiting for. Being very cautious right now. He knows that his opponent got his back against the wall. He's just gonna take his time. He's gonna pick him apart.
Oh, he giving a little bit of respect to Passi since for last game, and also since he's also going for the Kree, I think he's sort of okay. I'm actually okay right now. The scores are showing that I'm actually ahead. How about the scoring? Do you think Sweden or Brits overscore, or is this
No, I
fair?
think if Sweden's ahead in score, the game is probably a bad state. Completely honest.
Let's see.
I mean, I think it's great because Shake usually has the mentality that push into people's bases. He just needs to wait for. I think it's good.
He's doing it. Aggressive. So he's not at the TC now. There's no coming back from this. Here comes the 3 cav. So the 3 cav, he's already dropping a stable as well. Here comes the town militia. The fight's gonna. Now there's a lot of bows here from Passi and not much to show off here. Shake is way ahead. He's with a massive musketeers against that many bows. If the cav is there, the leather cannons in the back. I don't think this does not look very good for for Brits right now. Here comes the
Yeah,
Musketeers
Carolean just being
going
able
to
to
melee.
run right on top of these longbow. This game was
Yeah.
completely over. Passy had basically no option here. He really needed to. He needed to keep that map control. Needed to be more aggressive. I think he was a little bit too slow. A little bit of salt from Passy. We see him referencing again something about
Yeah.
lame and fake.
Having won the first engagement there gave Shake such a momentum. You know, Shake main sieve. You know, that's I just love that he actually went for the 2 leather cannons, but he never breaks with the 4 torp shipments with the Dominions. But just followed by that with the leather cannon. So spot on. Just the timing was just too strong and giving Shake the victory.
Yeah, but we also see Passy floating quite a bit of reason. Thought in his mind of aging up, but then he saw how fast this TC was dying. He probably had no option. He just
okay. Try now.
Oh, I was saying this map pool kind of brings back memories to the beginning of D's release. This was a great map. Just a classic map. Plenty of resources, to be completely honest.
All right, so let me just show the maps for everybody. Here we are.
Yeah, and
Himalayas. Yeah, this map is amazing. I don't know. I've played on this map so much at the release of the DE. So if you guys probably remember how many F5s happened in this map, I can't can't count. Okay, so let's get it on. So you have Passi on the top side of the map playing France. Le Courrier des Boys guaranteed. And on the south part of the map, Mr. Shake playing the Spain. Spain that was actually a second main from Shake here back in the day. I think pays a little bit not as strong as it should be. According to Shake, that we've been talking about this for a long time already. He also thinks Brits are very underscore underscore is very underrated at the moment or overrated. Yeah, what do you think about this matchup? I think France has also been quite strong recently. I think I see a lot of people playing France. France is.
I think France is quite good versus Spain. I think it's a fair matchup. I don't particularly know who I would say favorite here. I think it's pretty close. I think both of civs have the ability to FF. I think this map's big enough where the fact that Spain could probably FF a little bit faster play a key role here.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be taking him a little bit too long to be getting his stuff across the map. So I would then, because of that reason, have to lean with France probably being more favorable. At least 20, 30 seconds of extra time.
Yeah, your microphone is cracking up for me. I don't know if it's for everybody else. But we do have the early TP here for France. I think that's not something that I see every day. So are we going for a 10-10 here, or
No, I think the TP is fine. I think it's very standard for house. It's the right way to go.
So you're going
Especially if
12-10
you're
though.
planning on doing an FF. I think it just gives you way better tempo for sure.
Nice. Yeah, he's going for 12-10 though. Which way, if you actually think about it, the Courier Boys having like 20-25% more yield, it sort of goes up to 14 villages or so not that bad. It doesn't really slow France that much if you think about it mathematically.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think the math is that each Coeur de Bois is around 0.34 vils or something. I could be wrong about that.
I was thinking of the cost because it's 120, so about 20% more. I don't know. I was just guessing. That sense, okay. I wasn't really asserting. Here we go. And Spain here on the other side. We're going for capitalism. We already had the 3 views shipments, so
he's getting his coin treasure right now, so it's helping. Both players are just absolutely going for the fastest FF possible. We're not going to see any, guarantee it. We see Passi going with the 12-10. He is just trying to get that age up ASAP. He does not care about anything else. He wants to be age 3 as fast as possible. I think Shake is on the same boat. He wants to be FF. I think we're going to see probably some Musk Falc with some Lancer from Shake, and Passi's either going to match that energy. So it's going to be quite interesting, in my opinion.
This map
We'll
is
see
so big
exactly
that
what's going on.
allows them to also go to an FI here. Brings you heavy falcons, have heavy cannons. That could be a thing. It could also revolt into Chile revolts. I wonder if that could be potentially one of the gameplays for one of these guys here. We've seen also even Lionheart going for some revolts. I don't know if Pass is aware or even able to pull the stuff off, or maybe willing to come up with strategies like that. I think it might be, to be honest, might be just be seeing standard H3 play from both of these guys. And here you've got Explorer.
Kaverna, why don't you let us have a look at the decks, see what maybe they're
yeah,
planning to do.
please do. Please, Crispy,
All right.
for the old time's sake, can you just a little bit of casting, introduce yourself? So everybody, you know, Crispy was meant to be the main caster for this tournament, being busy with real life. But here we are. We have the man himself, Mr. Crispy.
Guys, I don't want to crash in. But yeah,
Please
thanks
do.
a lot. I think most of you know me. I'm Crispy, but stuff's been happening in life, unexpected stuff. So apologies, I haven't been joining any of you right now in any of the games of casting. But incredible to see so many great players in this tournament right here joining us. And Crab, great casting as well as you, Caverna. But you guys, yeah, please carry on. Don't let me take over. I'm happy just to sit in the back and relax and enjoy the game. But it is an interesting opening right here from Passi going with. Is that the 3 Huss coming in straight up? So clearly not just going to go for a straight FF.
Yeah, I
More of
don't
a
know if I
semi.
really like this. I think this is bad personally. I think it really slows you down. It really defeats the purpose of doing a 12-10. So that's
Manage
just
to get one
my
villager though.
opinion there.
Did manage to
Shake
get
putting
one
the
villager.
tower in base. I don't know if that was because of the Huss or if planning that. I feel like that's not exactly what you'd want to do if you were planning on FF. He might have not been confident that he could get that timing off fast enough to the point that he could ship Falx there and be confident to hold it. We see Passi making some Huss here. Playing a little semi. Shake idling a little bit there. 4 Vills sitting. Passi getting good idle time. He's looking for those Vills. He doesn't want Shake to get this coin. He wants to slow down this age up.
Because
6
of
Huss is a
TC
big
fire.
investment, eh?
This is not what you want to see. Some TC fire and outpost.
Yeah, I like the idea from Passy. I just don't like the Hussars going down that much. Taking out this fire, like I think I would like to see coming on and off. I think that would probably, on the long run, allow that this cav will allow the idling over time slightly. Sorry, just gonna call guys. So it would actually.
How many
idle for
villagers did he
longer.
manage to get? 1 or 2?
I did not see.
Oh man, so Shake's sitting back out. He's got his Vills back out. Let me see Passy's point of view right now. If we could switch back over. Passy's nowhere near aging. He's kind of trapped in age 2. It looks like Shake's going to age 3. To be honest, he did get some damage, but Passy even being and not really having much units on the. This is kind of leaning towards Shake's game,
And
regardless
lost
of all that idle.
1,000 resources in Cav. I'm not sure he managed to get the most value out of that, but he's now sieging Shake's TP, it seems.
We now see 5 pike being made. We see a two batch of Huss coming. So 3 Huss on the field total. Have 5 pike. Not really going to get much damage off. Shake sitting on berries. I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, boy.
But he doesn't really care, I guess, because he's just trying to get whatever little bit of food he needs. I think this is a little careless. I'd like to see some more herding in.
Yeah, we do have a lot of pressure. Oh, this is good for Passy here. He might get a village or another.
No, we're going to see 1 Vill go down, but 2 Huss are going to die. That's a lot of resources.
That's a lot of Hussars dying. Imagine if all that cav had been saved from the beginning. The
So here we
pressure
go.
the Passy would have been able to put on
Passy
on
shipping
Shake.
coin. He's going to age up. He just needs to throw everyone on food now.
What's up, Moonshine? Thanks
We
for the
see him.
shout-out.
He's going to be aging. He's ready to join the party in age 3. Shake's basically going to be there any minute now.
Hello, motherfucker.
Looks like Passi now is
Please.
going to macro for his own
Put me
age up.
through.
Passy coming back, just trying to keep an eye on Shake. Idle, do whatever damage he can. See if Shake's paying attention. Shake paying attention. He's gonna take out this Huss. The Bills are gonna get their kill.
Guys, can you
Purple
not
heart.
spam please the redemption points? They're nice to be used during the tournament cast, but just spamming like that without any reason is just not nice.
Yeah, and by guys I mean Moonshine. Take it easy, brother.
All right, so here you go. Here comes.
Is that a thousand woods coming in?
It is, yeah. I don't know what's
Are we
up.
gonna see a revolt? No.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Are we gonna
It
see
looks
the TC play with the marvelous
It
year?
does
he's
look
going
like Shake is
H4.
going
He's-
for an FI, which
he's-
would be a bull, in my opinion. I
What did
think
you
he's
say?
already got such a big advantage. Just imagine if this was actually spent on something, and he's not. And imagine if he wasn't on berries, right? The amount of more he'd probably be aging already, right? So that
I
slowed
think he is
himself
going
down right there.
for an FI, right?
Yeah, he's definitely going for an FI. I would like to believe that he's not floating this. We have to switch back to Passi. We need to see what's going on here. I'm not sure if Passi is aware of this.
Passi's
have
got to
a-
put some walls down now. I think
We
if he
do see
wants to
those
try.
skirm goon like I was talking about, and we see Shaky Revolt, which is militia plus the Hussar of Death, is a big fan of his. So I feel like Passi's gonna have the counter unit comp. It's really a matter of if he's gonna be able to have enough mass to deal with that.
I mean, he's gonna need to get it within the next maybe minute and a half. He's gotta prepare some defenses. if
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna
don't think
survive this.
Passi will have any issue getting batches mass out of him. I'm just thinking Shake suffered a lot of damage. He massed some units in 8 and kind of returned some of the damage. Like Passi slowed himself down, and then him actually, which I think was the right decision anyway, just even slowed him down even more. I think Shake had a window in H3. I think he just had a plan in his head. He do it. So he's going H4. He's got his 1,000 wood already. He knows he just.
Yeah, we are losing you, Crab. You're going. You're cracking up, mate.
I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe it's worth maybe doing like a restart on your either on your computer or on your Discord just in case. If it gets better.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this will be better.
So you can see Shake here's macro is looking pretty good for an FI as soon as he gets to H4.
There we go.
Now Revolt has been
Falconets.
significantly nerfed from I guess from the last couple of patches.
Going for the Rodilleros.
Well, he goes for the Rodilleros because he knows that goons are coming out. He must have either scouted it or guessed that that's what Passi's going to do. Passi now has a lot of goons, so the Hussars of Death will not be a problem for him. But he still has to deal with the artillery and the Minutemen that will come with
the
the
thing
revolts.
is let's be honest. It's 21 Colonia Militia and 4 Hussar of Death. Even if he aged with 4 Huss, that only gives him 8.
But look at this. Passi's
These
not
rods
waiting.
are
Passi's not even going
colonial,
to defend.
though.
Passi's going to go for
That's
it.
the biggest problem. Is these are only age 2 rods. They don't have any upgrades. No cards. No age up.
This is pretty.
These things are going to get melted by these goons here. This is a problem.
This is.
Shake's just starting to revolt. He's kind of going in a little early.
Oh,
he needs
no,
to back
Shake,
off.
Shake,
He's
don't go
scaring
for
them
it.
off.
Oh, he's going to try to snare them. He's going to try to snare them. Here they come. Doesn't quite get it. Here comes the snare. Okay, so now here it is, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
don't know if
this
this
is
is
the
the fight
deciding.
for Shake right now. He's just throwing away those Rodolero. The Huss are just standing still.
Oh, those trees, that pathing.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to get onto those.
Not gonna be able to get
Dragoons.
much damage. Passi now knows exactly what's going on. Shake's not gonna be able to make any more vills. So this is now or never.
Yeah, the Falconets would be good, but I don't think he can defend that. Maybe it's a bit too early with the Falconets. I would
Shake
say.
needs to bring his own.
But let's see.
Oh, he doesn't have any falconets now because he went up with the rods. Now the rods are gone. You know, but had he gotten that snare there, it would have been a different game. Those Hussars
Yeah,
of
I
Death
think it was a blunder of him aggressing so fast. I think he should have let Passi kind of chase after him, get him behind, like underneath that outpost. The Huss are gonna be wasted here. We've got like 40 goon here. These Huss are gonna just get absolutely erased.
That's all about the micro here, because if those Hus had managed to get on top of those goons when they were in Shake's space, it would have been a totally different game. They would have absolutely melted those goons. But
Shake is just not being patient here. This is the problem. He's being
Yes.
very aggressive, which is good, but also bad. He's just too aggressive. He's kind of just running in, throwing it away. He's playing right in the Passi's hand here, of just getting kited by Goon.
I
He
don't know.
didn't generate
think
much experience from this either. So now we're only going to be getting our first shipment here. And to be honest, what's our best shipment is probably 4 Gatling at this rate. More Colonial Militia are only going to do so much.
The problem is we don't have any economy behind all of this, and then we are lost all of our hussars, and we don't have a couple of revolutionaries here. I don't think that's gonna be able to stop Passi here on a very long map like this. All his units have to go across the map. It's gonna just take ages. It doesn't have an outpost even, and that's gonna go into Passi's hand here, into his game.
Oh my
and the
god,
Dragoons-
Passi running right into this, but Shake not paying attention. He's just gonna lose some for free. He's missing a prime opportunity to just take out that batch of goons right there.
He's going for
Oh
his
man,
mobility.
so now we
I
just
don't
see
know.
kite going on here.
yeah, you're right. I mean, Passi knows here that the longer this game drags on, the more likely he is going to win. Every second that ticks along, he has a stronger eco. He can, the Shake's shipments get slower and slower. So all he has to do is just run around, pick a few Minutemen here and there, and the game will just naturally unfold in his favor. I don't see that
Trying to
Shake's going to
bait
be able to
into
win
the
this.
Gatling guns, but he sees
There's
it
the
and-
Gatling guns we were talking about. This really is his only option. He just lost. Oh no, his Explorer's still alive there. Shake gonna be probably very careful here. He knows this is really it. It's already looking very grim for him right now. He knows that he kind of
Surprise,
like misplayed
motherfucker.
that slightly. He had this game in the bag, dare I say.
Got 16 Minutemen, 4 Gatlings, no shipment ready. Let's have a look and see what Passi's got to Caverna.
As
Yeah.
he's comfortable, he's sitting on his 32 vills. Like he
32
could just replace
CDBs.
that 200 wood. He's still got his market up. He's got the resources.
Yeah, he probably rebuilding now. There we go.
He's got an
go.
artillery foundry. He's just sneaking up. He's like, I don't have to do anything besides make Colv and just use my goon. I'm gonna be perfectly fine. He's shipping skirm. Beautiful. So we see 2 culverin in queue. Realistically, he doesn't need any more than that.
Nah.
Because one
These
Kolf
are-
can one-shot a Gatling, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
Unless they are upgraded, but these are not upgraded.
No, these are
Gatling
150
guns.
HP. It dies in one shot for sure.
One shot for sure.
Well, I think Shake knows it. I
Shake
think we all
passes
know it.
Explorer
This
up,
is
he's
this is a
back. He
doomed
has- He's running
defy.
out of time here. He's hoping that if he could pop Passi, that maybe he can't get a strong mass out, and maybe he could prevent the snowball. I think it's too late for that. I think he knows, but this is the tournament, so obviously we're gonna give it our all to the end. Market's going down, being focused.
Yeah, I think Passi lost a lot of material in the beginning that should have gone into Shake's late strategy, but going into this revolt, I thought it was more like a reactive maneuver from Shake and a little bit maybe desperate. It does work, but I don't think it works out of the bat without any economy behind. 21 villagers going to revolutionaries. In a very long map like this, if this map was like half of the size, maybe this would have been way different story here. But on a large map like this does not go into Shake's favor, and I think that's what you're seeing over here. And now the longer the game goes, the better it goes to Passi. This is all-in revolt. So giving Passi more and more, like you said, Crab. This is already over as we know it. Since I don't think there's anything Shake can do right now. And
Yeah, he's doing literally the only thing he can do right now. He's going
Yeah.
back. He's shooting treasures. He's really just trying to generate that XP. His best friend right now is the shipments. That's his only ticket here. Passi really just needs to push. He has everything he needs. He's got 2 Falc. He's got 2 Colv. He's making another. Maybe he's expecting more than 4 Gatling. We don't know.
I guess he could have got another shipment and back-to-back Gatling guns, but it doesn't know that the shipment from Chile, if you don't kill units, you don't get XP that much. So it's very, very slow, as you can see here. He needs to kill. That's why he's going for treasures. It's a desperate move to get some XP. then he could have been shipping.
So let's see what happens now here, because
Gatling
Passi's
gun.
going to see, he's going to get line of sight of that army by that explorer. So will Passi react to it? I don't know.
Jake must see that there's a downed animal. He's going for a raid. He's just trying to do anything he can do right
Passi's
here.
reacting to it. His whole mass you can see is coming up from the other side, but that's going to be a nice little juicy kill for Shake here. If he gets on top of them on time, Passi
There we
reacted
go.
There we go.
quite
We see all of
quickly,
them going down.
and they're all going to go down. Those Gatlings doing nice work there. But now, Passi knows where Shake's army is, and he's going to try, I suspect, and try and
We see
intercept it.
Rupert the monkey trying to raid here. Interesting. All right, so we can expect a big fight in the middle here. Passi's looking for Vils, which kind of confuses me, only because Shake revolted. I just don't know what else there is to do other than to go and find the army or push the person's TC.
Yeah, I don't know
I think
what
I think
Passi's
we're
waiting
seeing
for.
some confusion from
Passi
Passi.
knows he has the advantage regardless. Like as time goes on, his
Right.
advantage never drops. And as you guys know, these two players do show each other a lot of respect. So Passi does not want to throw it in any way, shape, or form. But you're right, he is being way too conservative now.
Yeah,
But
you're
he doesn't
right.
see what
it
we
is a
see.
tournament. There we go. The Gatling guns.
Oh wow, so we don't see
picked
the
up.
artillery in place. Okay, it's only getting one shot off.
Oh,
Three Culverins there to kill only 2 Gatling, kind of a blunder. Shake
that's
did
it.
get off more damage than he needed there. Still getting off more damage than he needs. But this game is over.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
And that is it.
Quarterfinals, Shake
We're
versus
going to be
Passi,
seeing Passi
2-1.
moving on. This was a great game by both players. I think Shake played great. I think that there was some there's things that he could have done better, but you know, even if we play better in ladder, when it's a tournament setting, there's different pressure, different things happening, you know.
Hello,
So
motherfucker.
I'm excited to see how Shake comes back from this.
The passiveness from Passi also, you aren't playing on the tournament, you wanna play safe, right? So that makes sense.
Well played, Passi. Congratulations. Shake here bowing out very gracefully. Nice to see you playing this tournament, Shake. Well played.
Very well played.
Put me through.
Let's see how much units you've been losing here.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, very well played from Passi. Going through to the semifinals. And Shake, unfortunately, we are saying goodbye to you. Thanks for participating actually in helping hosting the tournament as well.